Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. My name is Schindelka and on this channel I talk about overcoming mental struggles such as anxiety, depression and eating disorders, but also I talk about mindfulness and spirituality because this has helped me a lot to get through my mental struggles and to find unconditional love and happiness and peace. So today I'm going to talk about the last kind of struggle that I've been through, which is an eating disorder. And I don't want to get too deep into how it was for me because I want to make this video very positive and very helpful for the people that are going through this. If you guys really want me to do a video on exactly what it was for me to experience this, comment down below. But for this video specifically, I really want to go into how I recovered from my eating disorder, how I recreated a healthy relationship with food, and how I got basically back on good terms with myself and my body. So to give you guys a very, very short introduction, I used to have bulimia when I was a teenager. So this means that because I was restricting myself of food for so long, because I was dieting as a teenager, because I always was a little bit more chubby than the rest. So I was restricting a lot, and then because your body automatically needs to get the nutrition that it needs, I used to have binge attacks. So I used to eat a lot, but because I couldn't allow myself to have this amount of food in my body, I then used to purge. And this eating disorder that I had also went along with the depression. But if you guys want to see the video about that, I made a video about how I kind of healed my depression, so make sure to watch that. So in order to heal my relationship with food and heal my eating disorder, I did 5 things, and I will quickly go through them with you guys. So the first thing I did was I realized that I had 100% control over the way I was thinking, and that the way I was thinking was actually causing my eating disorder. So I was having beliefs that were saying, I can't be pretty if I'm not skinny. So I have to be skinny in order to be good. I have to be skinny in order to be pretty. If I eat what I feel like I want to eat, I will get really, really fat. So I have to restrict. So I was having these thoughts like I need control over food. And so I was having all these beliefs that were based on the way I was eating, the way I was thinking, the way that my surroundings were in high school. And so that actually, I realized that that's the thing that made my relationship with food so bad. It wasn't something I couldn't control. It was literally the way I was thinking that was causing my eating to be so bad. So the first thing I did was really actively go looking for ways to improve my thinking, to get into positive thinking, positive mindset, and to stop focusing on all the negative things that were happening and all the things I needed to control. So first thing I did was develop a completely new mindset. I think the video I made on how I healed my depression also could help you a lot with this, because I give a lot of tips on how to actually achieve a better mindset. So make sure to check that out. So the second thing that I did was I actually really started to working on my self-love, because this was something that my therapy actually learned me a lot. That self-love is one of the most important things that we need in order to heal our relationship with anything, with people, with ourselves, and with eating especially. Because the thing that I had is, and I also made a video on self-love, so if you want to have an elaborate video on how to get more self-love, be sure to check that out. But for this video quickly, I used to tie my self-love and my self-worth to the way I was eating, the way my body was, and the way I looked. So I had this mindset that said, if I am skinny, if I am 100% perfect, then I can love myself. So I was always going after this perfection that was, of course, impossible. And so healing my relationship with myself in the way that I worked on loving myself unconditionally and first, before even thinking about food or before even thinking about my body, that was a major, major thing for me. So if you, I really recommend to go watch this video on self-love or other videos on self-love, because creating this state of unconditional worth that you feel for yourself. Like you get this such a good relationship with yourself and who you are on the inside. This really is a very big thing to heal your relationship with food. So the third thing that I did was more practical, was that I literally changed the way I looked at food. I used to look at food in a way that it would make me fat or it would make me skinny. And so I was always eating things that were low fat, low sugar, but that were not necessarily healthy, like for example, Diet Coke. And so I changed my relationship with food because I also started working out differently. I used to work out by doing cardio and weight loss, but then I started to switch my mindset to doing more power workouts, more muscle training, more to gain muscle weight. And so I started eating differently also because I wanted to nourish my body. And this also had to do with self-love, because I was loving myself more unconditionally. I also wanted to take care of my body more, so I started eating healthy fats, I started eating more proteins, I started to eat more carbs because I felt like my body needed this. And so I started to look at my body differently and look at food differently, as not something that is bad, that can make me gain weight or lose weight, but something that can make me so strong and so healthy and can actually make my life more beautiful because I can live longer and do more things. So that was something that helped me a lot. So the fourth thing that I did is something that is tied with this a little bit, but also very important, is that I started intuitive eating. And this is maybe even the most important thing, because when we are struggling with food or when we're struggling with our body, it's often because we're looking at it through an external point and we're trying to control what we're eating to have a result. And so we're either dieting and restricting ourselves, or we're just losing ourselves in binge eating or whatever. So what intuitive eating is actually listening to your body, to what it needs to eat, and actually just eating what you feel like you want to eat. And so what then happens is, if I was craving sugar, I would not, like before, restrict it because I couldn't have it, and then have it all at once. No, what I would do was I would eat some sugar, I would eat some chocolate, I would eat a cookie, just one or two, and consciously eat it. So actually enjoy the thing that I was eating with a mindset that says, my body is craving this, I feel like I want to eat this, so I'm going to enjoy it, and then I'm going to stop. And because I didn't restrict myself anymore, my body also wasn't craving this huge amount anymore. And so that's actually how I healed it. And this also has to do with kind of stepping into the unknown, because we have a feeling that if we allow ourselves to eat one cookie or one or two cookies, then we can't stop, we will get fat. But that's also something you need to actually try to do. Just take the step to eat like some things that you usually restrict yourself, and then watch the consequence, which is that nothing happens. We are so afraid that if we allow ourselves to eat this, then we will just have terrible consequences. But this is actually not the case. And this intuitive eating, this allowing yourself to eat things that you're craving, is such a big part in healing your relationship with food. And so the fifth thing, the last thing that I did, is to replace that part, like that identity of yourself, with something new. Because I think a lot of people that are struggling with eating disorder or just problems with eating in general, I feel like this takes up such a big part of the way you think, such a big part of your identity, the way you eat. And so if you start replacing your focus from your self-worth in your body to self-worth in something new that you're doing, something that you're developing yourself in. For me, this was mindfulness, spirituality, meditation, but also reading books about how to have a happy lifestyle. And just for me, that this thing that I replaced my self-worth and my interest with was self-development and mindfulness and spirituality. So that is also why I created a YouTube channel in Dutch, and why I started coaching and all these things. So you replace your self-value by looking at food to something else, which is something internal, which is something that is happening on the inside. I don't know if my English is making much sense right now. I'm not used to talking that much in English, but all I'm saying is try to identify yourself with something that is valuable on the inside, on who you really are, and not just on how your body looks. I guess that were pretty much the 5 most important things that I did in order to heal my relationship with food. Of course, I could talk about this for so much longer, but I don't want to make this video too long. So I guess that was it for today. I hope you really got something out of this video. If you did, please make sure to like it. This helps me out a lot. And subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I post a new video every Thursday. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I really want to just say a last thing to you. Have confidence in yourself that you can get out of it, because I feel like, I know that you feel like it's impossible to heal this because you've been stuck in the same pattern for so long, but I can reassure you that you can, and that you have all the power inside yourself to become happy and healthy again. And yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video, and I wish you a happy new year, by the way, and a lovely 2021. So bye bye.